Stay tuned. Band in Seattle starts right now. Hi, welcome to Band in Seattle. I'm Xander, your host. Band in Seattle features up-and-coming bands from all over who are trying to make their big break. Tonight we have two great bands, Van Epps and Mountains and Tunnels, now in our studios, and they're ready to share their music and their stories. We'll be right back with Van Epps, music with a classic feel and a modern edge.
I come from the dirty South. I come from the dirty South, and I got honeysuckle up in my mouth. I like muddy water and a muddy truck. When you see me coming, you better stop running. Hunt you down like an old hound dog through the swamp and the midnight fog with my double-barrel 12-gauge and old Chevy truck.
My name is Matt Stratinsky. I play guitar and sing for Van Epps, and I work at the Ram, which is a restaurant and brewery in Seattle. My dad was a piano player and my mom was a singer, and they had me sing in choir with them actually at church. I did that for years and years. It just kept growing and I started liking other styles. I mostly like rock and roll and wanted to rebel, and that's when I started playing music.
Through the swamp and the midnight fog with my double-barrel 12-gauge and old Chevy.
It's so hard to find a name nowadays. It's always either taken or it's just not any good. And Jake came to practice one day and said, well, how about Van Epps? And my first thought was, I have no idea what that is. What are you talking about? And it's the name of a mountain pass that he used to snowmobile in a lot. When I first asked him why he wanted to be Van Epps, he just said, I don't know, it sounds cool. And it's a little piece of the Northwest. It's a part of, you know, where we're from. So that's kind of where the name came from.
I can't get running satisfaction. We'll mess around, but you're gonna have to come for me. Waste time trying to get a reaction. You got the looks, but you're lacking everything.
Brad actually brought the chorus to me. He said, hey, I have this chorus idea. And he showed it to me, and he's like, I just want people to be shouting, go ahead, and that's kind of the main thing we want out of that song. It's basically a song about girls being teasers.
Get enough of me. Go ahead, turn me on again. Go ahead, take me to pretend. Go ahead, will this ever end? Go ahead, yeah.
Hi, my name is Jake. I play drums in the Seattle band Van Epps, and I work at a lumber yard, Gene Semi Lumber. We were looking for a bass player, so I switched over to drums, so it was drums and a guitar player. We're like, all right, well, we need bass. We need to make this louder. So I found my buddy Bobby. At the time, I've been friends with Bobby since third grade, and started playing bass, and all of a sudden he was horrible. And then one day someone flipped a light switch, and it was just like he learned to play really well all of a sudden.
Something about bass that just always struck me. Every time I go to a concert, it's the first thing I listen to. Every time I watch a concert DVD, I complained because I couldn't hear the bass player. Every time music came involved, it was just bass, 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 so I gave it a try, and it just took off. Like, I didn't even think about guitar. I just kept going with bass, and now I'm a bass nut.
Well, he went crazy by the early age of 17. Ain't got no job or a place to lay his head. Slave to a world full of heartache and hypocrisy. Go live the lie before it shows up at your door and save yourself. Save yourself. Save yourself. Wake me up before I break myself again. This ain't the world again. My heart is racing.
So Van Epps played at the Showbox Market in the green room, and Jake and myself were not 21, so we couldn't hang out and drink beer with everyone else. So we had to sit on the stairs of the main entrance while everyone was drinking beer in the bar And the bouncer kept saying, you know, hey, you want a glass of milk, you want some cookies, and, you know, making jokes because we're minors, not allowed to be in the venue. So pretty much we came in, loaded our gear, sat on the stairs, watched everyone have fun, and went downstairs, played the venue, came back upstairs and had to leave, and Brad and Matt carried all of our gear back.
While you're looking for a way to be, go live the life before it shows up at your door and save yourself. And save yourself. And save yourself. Wake me up before I break myself again. This ain't the way to go. Down, but I keep on looking for more. Now I'm trying to find my way out. I've gotta find me a reason, so I keep on breathing. I've gotta find me a reason, so I keep on breathing.
Started playing music when I was 5 years old in a Croatian folk music group. It's called tuba music. Still do that. And when I got a little older, you know, come around 9 or 10 years old, you know, rock and roll just stole my heart, and so I've been playing rock and roll ever since. And I took up the drums because our drummer at the time quit, and I was the only one with the drum set.
I really wanted to learn how to play guitar like my dad, and I got frustrated within a couple months and put it down. Walked away from it, didn't touch it for quite a while, and then one day I heard Stairway to Heaven playing in our basement. I went downstairs and it was my dad playing Stairway to Heaven, the song, on his own guitar. And at that point I realized I had to learn, so I picked up the guitar again and started learning again, and I've been hooked ever since.
I learned from my dad how to play guitar, and he tried to teach me when I was 9 years old, and I hated it. So I put it down for about 3 years, and then finally I just, out of nowhere, picked it up again and asked him to teach me, and he was kind of doubtful, but I actually gave it a try. And he said, okay, that better be done when I get back, and if it's not done, I'm not going to teach you anything else. So he'd go back to work, and then I would sit there and practice until I nailed it, and when he got home, I'd show him I did it. You know, like the first 3 chords of Smoke on the Water kind of thing.
Drove down to the end of the road, see how far back it really goes. As I made my way past no return, I can only pray that I will learn from my mistakes, the past erased without a trace. I saw your face, the love erased, was it just a waste? Trying to speak but my throat was dry, so I closed my eyes and drifted off instead. I lost the will to breathe it in. It's something that you just...
One of the reasons why I can balance the music and my work is because it's family-run business, so I do have that flexibility. You're not going to get a huge record label like back in the 90s right off the bat. So we're working every angle that we can to try to get to that point where we don't have to work the day job, where we can support ourselves playing music and concentrate strictly on that.
So I'm a security specialist, and balancing the job with the other job of the band, it can be a bit of a challenge at times, but for the most part, I make it work. You know, sometimes there's some nights where I don't get a whole lot of sleep, but you know, that's the dream, is, you know, making that music career.
Give a little time, it'll come back around. Sing another song about coming down. Of all world of my dreams. Yeah, it seems all I want is you next to me. So honey, what do you say? But the train, yeah, I know it's rolling back at 10.
Music for me it's helped me get through a lot. I deal with depression, I deal with stuff like that, like a lot of people do. And I really don't like medication and stuff like that, and music for me is my medication. Music is how I get through the day, you know. Sometimes I write tunes that are super sad and people are like, oh, like, doesn't that depress you? I'm like, no, it gets it out. Like, that's what music does for me. It gets all these emotions that would probably eat me away, gets it out.
What's the problem, baby? What's the problem, girl? Are you over me?
Next up on Band in Seattle is Mountains and Tunnels. They're classic folk rock punctuated by vintage horns and electric ukulele. See if you notice anything different.
Perhaps you're the type to fall in love all upon first sight. I will try to stay out.
When I was working on another job with a painter buddy of mine, I was looking for a band name, and he was talking about when he was a kid, he would make mountains and tunnels for his HO scale railroad tracks. And I was like, dude, mountains and tunnels, that's a sweet band name.
In Bring It On, one of my favorite parts is the tuba part. Even though it's just one note, it kind of comes through like a foghorn.
If I'm not mistaken, I can see it in your eyes. See it.
For me, songwriting is always different. I can't pin it down and I can't put it in a box, because that's the second that I do that, it eludes me and I go to try to work my formula and it doesn't work. And I don't know if it's because I'm scatterbrained or if it's just, I have to always try to reinvent it and try to figure out how to write a song, almost like I've never written a song before.
A glass of water helps me swallow the pill. I walked on up just to see what I might find. A faded picture of a faded friend of mine. I'll just
Can't stop going out and playing and doing what I always have done. So the best way for me to remember how much I love my wife is to write a song about her that sort of, it reminds me.
I want you here with me, right by my side. I want you here, honey. I hope you realize. Well, there's a red tin box.
So yeah, I used to work at a fruit market in Bothell. My grandpa owned it, and then my parents bought it from him. Got to a point where I realized I couldn't work there and pursue music at the same time. So yeah, now I just kind of work on word of mouth stuff, and it's really nice because I can schedule my time based on if I'm going to go on tour or if I'm going to need to do some studio sessions. And I pretty much try to just work with other musicians too, so we kind of like keep it in the family.
Packing my bags, so I'm headed to the bus stop. Got a couple of hours to catch the plane. It's all good.
Every single day, especially my 2-year-olds, they come up and say, car and bus, you play car bus.
I don't mind, 'cause I heard it's really nice there. So she tells me, such a long way.
I thought it was funny how many different modes of transportation that people take on the daily basis just to get from point A to point B. But it's cool that we can do it. It's just a hustle.
That one's a good song, you know, covering all the transportation. Except boat, there's no boat in there, there's no hang glider, so I kind of have some qualms with that one.
Car and a bus and a train and an aeroplane, whatever I gotta do. A car and a bus and a train and an aeroplane, whatever brings me to you.
So many times I'll be like, oh man, I got this opportunity to do this tour with this band, but it's like, I don't know if I should go because then we're not gonna have money coming in for the month, and it's gonna be really rough, and I have a 2-year-old now, and it's part of the reason why I live in her parents' basement right now. But it's also part of the reason why I love my wife so much, because time after time she'll be like, go, you need to go. When are you ever gonna get the chance to go to Europe with this band or go to Africa or blah, blah, blah. And like, she's convinced me to make sure that I stay on track.
A car and a bus and a train and an aeroplane, whatever I gotta do. A car and a bus and a train and an aeroplane, whatever brings me to you. 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 Brings me to you.
So what I do during the day is completely different than playing music. My work day is completely controlled. There's no imagination really in what I do. But music, on the other hand, exercises a totally different part of my brain, and I just get to have fun. And I get to imagine things and tell stories, and it's good to have that balance, because sometimes if you're in this world too long, you just start to feel a little dry.
I've actually been teaching preschool for 7 years, and I've been writing music about 12 years. When I first wrote music, though, my son was little. He was about 4 years old, so I did a lot of music for him. Then when I started working in preschool, it just naturally came to the preschool environment. And I realized that I wanted to use music as a tool for therapy with children that have developmental delays. At the same time, I started realizing it was pretty therapeutic for me. So there's like this little circle around me that all kind of, the common bond is music.
Something in the light. Well, I don't want to let you down, but if it's got to hurt, I'll drop you like a Ferris wheel, full speed in reverse. Not anyone anymore, so quit acting like a troubadour. Gather the things you need to make your way on out the door. Well, I don't want to let you down, but if it's got to hurt, I'll drop you like a Ferris wheel, full speed in reverse. Not anyone anymore, so quit acting like an animal. Gather the things you need, make your way on out the door. Any day now, you can get just what you need. Same old way now, it can bring you to your knees. So watch out. I don't want to be.
This is my mom. This is the fruit market, and this is where I spent the first 10 years of my life working.
My son was a musical prodigy.
No. Let's start over.
I was like, wait a minute, you played guitar and banjo? Thought you only played saxophone and flute and accordion and farfisa and organ and piano and tambourine. What's this guitar stuff? You've been holding out on us.
Come take me to the edge of the world where the sidewalk ends. The boats just sail right into the sky. Tell me there's some rebar holding it together when the earth starts shaking. The baby started to cry. Just step to the crumbling cliff, kick fade and we'll forget how to talk when we're sick of it. And our bodies turn to mirth, and all that's left are these parting words.
The song Farewell, I think comes across a little bit surreal, and the lyrics just paint a picture of if the world was going to end, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sing, or are you gonna shout? Are you gonna sit there and just kind of, pretend it's not happening?
There's this part in the middle of the song where I bust out the plunger and it gets really dirty.
It's got a great part with Katie playing some plunger trumpet on it that's just like, brings it home.
Did you notice what was different? My beard. Thanks for watching Band in Seattle. To see the complete concerts held in our studios, go to our webpage, bandinseattle.com. Next week, we return with Aaron Jones and The Way for more great music and great stories on Band in Seattle.